Margaret Aycock, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to live creatively as an artist. And there's a big emphasis on creativity here. So I am by trade an oil painter, but that has led me to do a whole bunch of other stuff that I never had planned and never would have imagined in my wildest dreams. But one thing always leads to another, and it's been an interesting journey so far. So behind me, some of my oil paintings, and these are little 6x6. A lot of these are little 6x6s of my son and his friends who are all musicians. And then there are also some paintings of small objects, one object things. And I started doing that because I was doing all these big paintings, and I love to sell online, and it's kind of hard to sell online sometimes when you imagine a huge painting over your fireplace and you have to click one little button on one little teeny tiny picture to get that to happen, and it's kind of hard to trust that little tiny picture for when you're spending thousands of dollars. So I decided to go and do these smaller things so that people could get an idea of my style, and it was an affordable way that people could start large collections. So that's one of the things. As you can see in front of me, well, maybe you can't see because the thing's not down low enough, but I'll look like Carrot Top in a minute. I'll keep pulling things out of my hat. But years ago, I had a friend of mine that I painted with who said, Margie, you really should be teaching this stuff. You really should teach. And I said, oh, no, I just can't do it. I'm just too shy, and I can't imagine standing in front of people and teaching. But, you get a little bit older and you think, what the heck, go ahead and try it. And so I did. And one thing led to another, and I find myself now teaching privately adults oil painting lessons. I teach with Tulsa Arts and Humanities Council and do their Artists in the Schools program and Artists in the Parks program. And then I have, about 7 years ago, I got a phone call one day, and someone said, do you think you could teach adults at TCC, which is our local community college? And I said, well, yeah, I never really thought about it, but, well, when do you need someone? Well, we need them 2 days from now. I said, well, okay, sign me up. So that led into several other things. And one of the things it led into was meeting the guy that worked in the media section of our college. And we became friends because he'd have to come into my room and deliver different things. And he helped me to videotape some of my classes. And so I could learn how to do editing and videotaping and stuff. And so that came, here's my Carrot Top impression, that came into producing these little instructional videos that I now sell online in my little eBay store and in my Etsy store, which is another thing that I tell all of my students they need to get on some of these online things, because then the world is open to you. Doing the videos has also led into something. This past year, I wrote this book. I think I'm a really good teacher, and so my students have, I can watch progress of people who don't know a lot when they come in, and how they grow immensely through the class time. So I have written a book and put it online. In fact, I wrote it online. I'm trying to cram a lot of this stuff in so you can kind of get an idea of what I will talk about. Some of the other things, I'm a neighborhood, I'm really active in my neighborhood, which led to the creation of an art parkway right down my street, which had us creating, pull out my hat, this is one of 4 panels that we created to go in a monument called the Tulsa Spirit Monument that's in the middle of our street on North Denver. And these panels are actually about 3 feet by 5 feet, and they are mosaic panels. And I'm not a mosaic artist, so we worked with a girl who is a mosaic artist, and she helped lead me and lead the neighbors into creating a lot of the design. She and I worked together on the actual design of the pieces, and the neighborhood and the children at Emerson Emerson School and the girls at Madonna House, which is a Catholic Charities home for unwed mothers. We all worked together on creating the border, so it was a real community project, which led into the next community project, which we're working on now and almost finished, on the other end of the block in the middle of the street again. So there's some of the things. Some of the other things that have nothing to do with painting, obviously mosaics, nothing to do with painting. My husband is a musician, and I know a little bit about art, so I helped design the cover and the back cover, and so that was fun. That was just this year. And long winter nights around here, my husband and I would get out the old family pictures, and here's some, and here's some, and which led to us saying, you know, what funny things would these people be saying? And like, well, I won't read them because then you might not get the jokes. Well, you probably would. Well, here's one. Billy would live to regret all those times that he sang, "Mary, Mary, your legs are so hairy." If you could see this, Mary's got an evil grin on her face and she's got a pistol in her hand. It's all of our family pictures. We've got Grandma on the pig and my mother in being kicked over by a cactus, and this one says, "We're still getting our kicks on Route 66, which led to, told you, it's like Carrot Top, a little t-shirt, and so that we designed a couple years ago and have been selling online. So anyway, I can also show you, just for fun, let me see if I can get it to go here. Let's see. I'll show you just a couple seconds. I had it sitting up here ready to go, and my computer shuts down after a couple seconds, so whoops. Okay, so I'm going to turn the little video over here so you can see it. So first, we'll just visit just for 2 seconds. Don't get dizzy. This is my eBay store. If I could get this down here, hold on a second. Let's see if I can move this down. There we go. Okay. Here's my eBay store. And you can kind of see it's got a whole bunch of different things. Here's a little series of little tiny paintings that I've been working on. Well, come on. There we go. It's my coffee cup series, so there you go. And then we'll go to Etsy. And here's my little Etsy shop, which is a very, very, very affordable way to put your work online. It only costs 20 cents for each image, and it stays in there for 3 months, which is great. And you could see this a whole lot better in real life. But let's see. There we go. It's one of my still lifes. So there's the Etsy store, and it has a place where you can put all about yourself. And here is my blogger thing. So I am a member of a daily painters group, and here's where you do all that kind of stuff. And here's my regular blog. We'll just go in and see what it looks like. So there I am, and there's my cool Route 66 t-shirts. So there you go. And my little series, my books, and my videos. So there you go. And I don't know if you'll be able to see me now, but this is only, I would go into a lot more detail about all these different things. So this is a little snippet of what I would probably talk about. So thank you very much.